Round of applause. Microphone check 1 2 1 2. If you don't know this podcast, it's cool. Ladies and gentlemen, Caitlin and Bruce, I'm your host, Dontavius Rowe. Welcome to the Judgment Podcast. To my left is Vince.
You.
And off camera, back-to-back weeks. Back-to-back weeks. This nigga shows some consistency. My nigga Macho is here.
Hello, motherfuckers.
How y'all feel?
I'm feeling alright.
What about you, man?
Pretty good.
That's good. That's good. Man, it is this is gonna be a fun Saturday pod. I'm still in a goofy mood, but I also I'm just in a goofy mood. Fuck that. I'm just in a goofy mood. I'm ready for these jokes. Maybe some serious talk. Depends.
I definitely got a question.
What's
serious
that?
question.
What's your serious question?
So I had this situation, right? So I was talking to a woman, and we was just talking about stuff or whatever, and I was just telling about my past, and I'm like, yeah, I dealt with a lot of older females in my life, and she was like, women. I'm like, what? She's like, don't call them females. I'm like, what you mean? She's like, a female could be a female plant, a female dog, a female lion. She was like, that's degrading to call a woman a female. She was like, we don't call y'all males, we say men, because men is something that we feel like should be loved or respected and things like that. And I'm like, but context of the conversation to let you know I'm talking about a woman. Even if I say female, she was like, it's still degrading and this and that. You should say woman and da 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 da.
Time out. Why she say men should be loved and respected when the first thing that come out their mouth is all men are dogs?
No, I can't. We can't classify. We can't put them all in one category.
That's why you shouldn't. That's generalizing. All generalizations are lies.
Exactly.
Including this one.
Yeah. So she was like, you shouldn't say that. Da, 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 da. I'm like, but through conversation and context, you know I'm talking about a woman. And she was just like, no, it's disrespectful. And when you say the word woman, it means more and all this. So what do y'all think?
I'm going to let you take this one, Vince.
Well, I don't care if someone called me a male. It's like, okay, I am a male.
Unless you know I'm binary.
Get out. So I'm saying, like, you call me a man, a male. They both apply.
And that's all I was trying to say. Like, pick your battles. Like, is this really what we got to do right now?
Well,
type shit?
Okay, so there are some really bad things happening to women. No, I'm serious. There's some really bad things happening to women.
That is a fact.
It just so happens, though, that the majority of the very bad things that are happening to women are not in America. Or should I say North America? They're happening everywhere else. Like, almost every other country, well, maybe not every other country, but there's a lot of countries that treat women horribly. They treat everyone horribly, and somehow, and you could say what you want. It's just that, a lot of women in the United States complain about things that women in other countries would wish that that's all they had to deal with. Like, if someone has their legs open because they don't want to sit on their balls, it's called manspreading. Like, okay, well, it bothers my nuts if I close my legs. I'm sorry. I don't see women putting their arms up like this. It's like, well, it's uncomfortable. It bothers my boobs. Yeah, I get it. I totally understand why that would happen. I'm just saying. But it's like, seriously though. I saw this one video of this girl saying, it's like, oh, why you standing with your, why you sitting with your legs wide open? Oh, my balls. Well, yeah, my balls. What the hell is wrong with you? If for whatever reason you had hemorrhoids and you were sitting down, that would hurt you. It's like, oh no, hemorrhoids. Oh man, you do this. I mean, shut the hell up. Goodness. You're going to get angry at a guy for quote unquote taking up more space than they need to. No, in most cases they take up exactly the right amount of space that they need, not more than what they need. Right. More than what they would need would mean that all men are able to do the splits. I can't do the splits, so I'm not taking up more than I need to. I'm taking up the exact right amount. I mean, right. I don't know, that's me.
Taking the amount in which my balls can breathe.
Right.
Because I done sat on my balls one too many times in my lifetime.
Why would you do that?
Like, seriously.
For a change of pace?
Yeah, it will switch things up, add a little spice. Sit on your balls, tell the truth. Listen, I sat on my balls, I told the truth about shit that I was about to do.
Damn.
Dead ass.
No, but seriously, it's like there's all these quote-unquote microaggressions that people do that if you really actually pay attention to what's happening, in most cases, most people aren't even aware of these microaggressions that people talk about. Just like with you, when you were saying, I mean, I've heard people talk about that, but just like when you were saying females, you didn't mean anything by it. You didn't mean any disrespect by it, but they took it that way because everybody tells them that it means that, even though it may not.
Because that's all I said. I'm like, yeah, I've dealt with a lot of older females in my life, and she was like, women. I'm like, what? And I ain't gonna lie, I drowned out, and she could tell. She looked in my face, she's like, you really don't care, do you? And I'm like,
nope.
No, I really don't. Because I wanted to say, well, is bitch better?
Right.
Like, I wanted to be who I really could have been in that moment, but I'm like, you know what? Live and let live type shit. But like, yeah, bro, like, it just threw me off because I'm like, just pick your battles better, females, ladies, women, what the fuck y'all want to be called?
Non-binaries.
Right, just pick y'all. Like, this shouldn't have been some shit that. Pick your battles. Like, This is what you want to.
Well, the thing is, there's nothing really left. I mean, there are some things, but there's not much that women have to deal with. I mean, if I don't know. So you know that whole saying that hard times make strong men, and strong men make easy times, and easy times make weak men.
Okay, yeah.
And weak men make so it's a cycle. So the thing is, it's like when you really don't have actual things. Now, it's one thing for people who are getting stoned for various reasons. People who are being, put in secret camps and jails and whatnot. Women who, if they drive without a male, they could get caned or whatever. If they don't have a hijab, a face covering, head covering.
Damn, women get caned?
Yeah.
The only canes we know is that restaurant that's
well, hey, look, it's either get caned or killed. I mean, I don't want either, but I mean, I'd rather have the one that'll keep me alive.
I'm kind of jealous if they getting cocaine and stoned. I mean,
the only canes I know is that restaurant that served them chicken tenders in North Riverside.
I thought you were talking about when you said cane and stone. I'm like, damn, they getting high as shit.
No, nigga, they
murdered and beaten.
That's
and not the good way.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
No, but I'm saying like all of these things are happening, and women are, and I'm generalizing because I'm guessing not all women do that, because there are a lot of women who appreciate the freedom that they have in the United States. You know, they understand that there are, and then also that there are a group of men who this group of men are. I don't know. I'm not part of them. I'm saying, that treat women like they're like inferior, like the only thing that they could do is cook and get pregnant. I'm saying like that. I mean, look, women can do whatever they can do. I'm not gonna say that they could do anything, because no human can do anything. I mean, I've been trying to fly for a while, but I haven't been able to do it. But apparently a woman can, because they can do anything. I mean, how does that?
You want to hear some crazy shit? Now, the same females, I'm going to say females because this is what the fuck I feel like saying. The same females that would agree with her, talking about we should call us women instead of females, is the same women who was hashtagging and wearing t-shirts that said the future is female. So is the future female dogs? Is the future female lions? Is
Right.
the future female plants? Because now female is a broad statement.
Sometimes
Pick your fucking
the
battles.
best way to win an argument or debate with a woman is to let her keep talking. Because a lot of these females' wounds are self-inflicted.
Well, the thing
Like,
is,
you can't sit here and say some shit like that. Then wear a shirt. Bitch, you just turned into plastical birds. You shot yourself in the foot.
well, I'm not even sure what people would say about that, but it probably would. I'm not even sure how they would go about that, but I mean,
Because it's
yeah,
stupid
I know,
and contradictory.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is. There's a lot of things like so.
Because I would love to hear a woman that's wore that shirt or a hashtag that to, what would she say to the female I'm talking about that the difference in female and woman? Like, the future is female what?
Right. And then
Based on how she views the word
the future
female.
is female. Now it's believe all women. For what? I wouldn't believe you if you was Jesus' niece.
Well, the thing is, the way that that's written, believe all women. That's not. I wouldn't.
Oh,
I would,
never.
however, gather evidence and make sure that it was the case for
Right.
whatever it is. I mean, man. I mean, but that's pretty much how the law works. We check to see if something's true or not. We're not just going to believe all willy nilly. That's not how that works.
Hell no.
Because if that was the case, then all these other people would start accusing. I mean, everybody would be in jail.
Exactly.
I mean, that's. I mean, I don't know. And
That's
when
a fact.
And I'm saying people who are
A
innocent.
lot of men would be in jail for women who regret a dick.
Yeah.
Or
Because
who was bitter over a breakup.
or bitter over a breakup.
So did you hear? Well, I mean, this is the second time I've heard of this, but there was. And I don't know how long ago it was. No, I think it was a different person. There was a transgender female that had some type of sexual intercourse with a straight guy, and after he had sex with him, told him that he used to be a male or born male or whatever the wording was. Oh no, it was a different person, and killed the transgender female or woman. Anyway,
Whatever. Yeah.
Freezer.
Stop it. So
We don't know if that's their final form.
Stop. So the thing about it is that people are saying like, oh, he knew that it was a transgender person. It's like, so what about ugly women? No, I'm
Boosie.
serious.
Hey, bro,
No,
come
I'm
on
serious.
now, dog.
Not everybody's beautiful.
Come
Everyone's
on,
beautiful.
man.
Everybody's ugly.
That is
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
I'm saying.
Hold on. This nigga spitting. This nigga is spitting. Oh,
Hell no.
Oh, dog.
Look. So the thing is, we're supposed to treat people the way that we would want to be treated, and I mean, it's some like little like you have to kind of surf in between of you want to treat other people the way that they want to be treated, but also we want to treat them the way that we think we should be treated too, somewhere in there. And the thi-
Trans people weird because they'll do a straight dude like that and then call him gay
and yeah, apparently that
as
is a
an
thing.
insult. Like,
Yeah, apparently that is a
that's
yeah,
some
yeah.
other shit.
I said this before. The problem I have with trans people is the fact they get mad at the world for treating them like freaks when they treat themselves that way. Because if you didn't see who you are as freakish, you wouldn't have to expose anybody for sleeping with you. You wouldn't have to come out with an out. You wouldn't have to do any of this shit if you didn't see yourself as a freak.
That's a fact.
Look, dead ass serious. If they thought who they were was normal, they wouldn't be doing that. Point blank period. You wouldn't need a special bathroom.
I just seen some shit on Facebook. This white boy, he was gay, and he had like a rainbow flag around him. And some dude just walked up to him and pulled the flag and dragged him on the floor and threw the flag in the garbage. And my homie laughed at it, and I told him like, bro, this is why when people get killed, I laugh, because some people deserve to die. And I'm like, if he like that, let him be like that. He not fucking with you. He's sitting at the lunch table eating his food with his flag on. He not fucking with you. Like, I ain't leave them people the fuck alone. They be
Facts.
overdoing their part sometimes. But if they ain't fucking with you, leave them people the fuck
Facts,
alone, man.
facts,
Like,
facts.
that shit
Nobody
goofy.
should be killed for being who
No.
they are and what
Yeah.
they do in their bedroom. This is why I continue to preach, to tell people, keep your personal life personal.
Look.
Nobody should, like, being gay is a lifestyle. It is not a skill. It doesn't give you any attributes added to what you already know. There are plenty of gay people who enter in the fields and you're getting fired from that field because you're trash, not because you're gay.
That's what pissed me off about women or females, whatever they want to be called. They love gays and hate straight men. And it's like, you realize that
They're doing a better job at being a woman than you.
not even that. You realize if you give somebody some head, you get a mouthful of children and $40. And if this gay person that you praise and do the same shit, they get a bunch of rights they never would have had in a parade. A bunch of rights they never would have got prior to performing that act in a parade for doing something. You only got $40. How the fuck is that your friend, but you hate me?
First
If
of all,
anything,
it's,
like, what the fuck? Like,
it's so-called trans people that's doing a way better job at being women than they are. First of all, how the fuck did Caitlyn Jenner get Woman of the Year just for being brave when there were women in the military that he was going up against that did more than what he has done? They only did that because the nigga had a personal problem and they felt he was brave.
the sad part is, it's not even about them being better at women. The sad part is they becoming the leaders. And I'm going to say it, a lot of our black women look and act like transgenders. Like flamboyant, the colorful hair, the long nails. Like these trans people doing these extra measures to look like women. And the women that are already women are going above and beyond to look like the trans. Like, that shit weird to me.
Well, look. So
Straight role reversal.
That shit weird.
Straight role reversal.
So the thing was, the person. There was this whole thing, and he wound up killing the person. And I'm like, I do not condone murder. I don't. Well,
I get what you're saying.
I mean, in most
Everything is
cases,
case by case.
Unjustifiable
in
murder.
that
Everything is
particular
case by
case,
case.
that's not cool. However, at the same time, what people don't realize and tend not to even think about, when I said, well, what about ugly women? I was being serious. There are some women who do not look, or should I say, okay, so they were trying to say that you should have known that was a transgender person, a transgender person. And I'm like, so you're saying that every time we see an ugly woman, we're supposed to think that they're a guy, or I'm sorry, that they were a guy at some point, or they were biologically male at some point.
Yeah, that's disrespectful.
Right, and I'm just saying. Look, I mean,
No, to use that assumption, that would be disrespectful to an ugly person.
But the thing is, they were trying to say on the post that not only did he know that it was a transgender woman, but that he was gay because he did that. Now the thing was, what I'm trying to figure out, they know, transgender people specifically know. I mean, gay people too, I'm assuming. But specifically transgender people have this thing where their gender identity is so important to them that they're willing to go through surgery and get working organs cut off. I mean, however that goes. Now, they're gonna go and say,
or
that
if they keep it, keep it hidden because it causes body dysmorphia.
Well, no, I know.
Some shit.
Right. Well, what I'm saying is, but they're okay, like you said, of quote unquote tricking a guy into having sex with you and then revealing after the fact and then telling the guy that he's gay.
Right.
That, I mean, considering the fact that you are willing to do so much to change your gender, well, not to change your gender identity, but to have the outside match the way that you feel, and people, they were saying that people were killing themselves because they weren't able to feel right. You're gonna go out and tell a guy who, like I said, he might have just thought you were an ugly woman. I mean, whatever. I mean, you could say what I'm being serious.
Dead serious.
I mean,
you
look,
see it change the look of a person.
So the thing is, you're I'm sorry,
Well,
it's like,
spit your shit.
But I'm just saying, like, how are you going to do that when you're doing even worse by that? The thing is, how bad it feels to have your sexual and or gender identity come into question.
Right.
And you're going to do the exact same thing to someone literally after you rape them. Because yes, you did rape them. So what I'm trying to figure out, the first time I heard the story of a different person, they got killed, and one of my Facebook friends said, "Oh, I can't believe that he's going to kill one of our sisters because because he couldn't handle his own sexuality." I'm saying, like, I'm pretty sure he didn't know that it wasn't a biological woman. He probably thought that it was possibly unattractive.
The funny part is,
or less attractive.
He's the one who couldn't handle his sex. This motherfucker just cut his dick off.
Well,
Who couldn't handle?
Well, look, right. But look. But the thing is, though, he's gonna say that. And I'm saying, like, wait a second. If I'm not mistaken, if I'm following this correctly, and if I'm not mistaken, the second, I mean, I'm pretty sure there are others, but these are the only two that I've seen on Facebook.
Right.
Both of the situations, they were saying that it was a hate crime because he killed someone who was transgender. And I'm like, so you're okay with rapists getting away with raping people? Because that's basically what you're saying.
If you get somebody HIV knowing you got it, and then you laugh at them and say, "Ha, you got HIV," what the fuck is the difference?
I mean,
if you knowingly know that you have HIV, and this person knowingly know that they were born a male, and they had sex with somebody, and you laugh and out them as gay, if I laugh and out this person that's having HIV now, why the fuck should I go to jail, but you shouldn't? That's why I said a gay motherfucker get more rights than that's some bullshit, man.
Look, I'm
100% some bullshit.
Look, I'm just trying to figure out why is it. So if a male were to rape a woman and she were to kill the male, we'd be okay with that. But when a transgender woman has sex with a straight male, and the straight male, and again, I'm not saying I condone it. However, at the same time,
you across the board. Let's be fair, across the board.
For rapists,
like Dave Chappelle
especially
said,
violent rapists. But
like Dave Chappelle said, how old is 15 really? If you can send a 15-year-old to jail for life, then R. Kelly should be able to piss on him.
Right.
For instance, speaking of pedophiles and shit, not to say R. Kelly's one, but speaking of pedophiles, you remember it was a couple weeks ago we did an episode and I told you about the guy that went into a Korean spa.
Yes.
And showed his penis to little girls.
Yeah.
What? And they said he's talking about I identify as trans. Well, fast forward a couple weeks, you know that motherfucker's a registered sex offender who's been arrested a few times for indecent exposure and for sexual assault. So not only did y'all try to defend this motherfucker, y'all enabling pedophilic behavior.
The crazy part is I tell motherfuckers I identify as vaccinated. I don't feel like I should be denied entry nowhere. So, if I feel like I should be able to sue any establishment that don't allow me entry if I tell them I identify as vaccinated.
So this is the thing. On Facebook there was that they actually had a post that had a person who had a shirt that said that I identify as vaccinated.
Yeah.
And they were saying how I can't believe how you're going to how they say it. They said something like, I can't believe how you're going to insult and belittle transgender people's beliefs and the way that they see themselves and whatnot. The thing is, though, okay.
So identifying as something can only be allowed for gender.
Well, apparently,
identity. Because what about these transracial people? Rachel Dozell.
I was actually wondering about that. Like, why is it that it's okay to change your gender, but you can't change your race, you can't change your age, you can't change your financial status? It's like I identify as the king of the world. I
identify as a rich nigga.
Right.
I only got $12 in my account.
And the thing is, I understand that
as a rich person,
right.
No.
Look, and the thing is, I understand there's going to be some people who are not going to appreciate what I'm saying, and I'm not saying it to offend anyone.
I am.
Oh my god.
I'm not.
Oh my gosh.
Like I had put a post on Facebook a couple days ago. I deleted it though. I'm like, what Willie Lynch did to blacks, a vaccine did to the world. it literally separated. Like how they had dark light and all this shit, like used they differences against them in the Willie Lynch letter. Now it's vaccinated and unvaccinated. It literally separated the entire world, bro. A vaccine did what Willie Lynch did on a much bigger scale. That shit is crazy to me.
I mean, the thing is, I understand why people would be angry about the whole vaccination thing. I mean, because the thing is, as it is, vaccines work. They do. Apparently, this one not so much though. No, I'm saying like apparently it's supposed to reduce the it's supposed to reduce the reduce the effects, but then there was that one guy who died when he had the wait, did he have the vaccine?
Mm-hmm.
No, he had the vaccine, and the doctor had the fucking audacity to say it would have been much worse if he wasn't vaccinated.
Right, like what's
like,
worse than death?
Worse than
you
death.
just dying,
Right?
Like stop crying.
And,
You're just dying. It's okay.
Right. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. No, but it's like so. I understand the reason for having vaccines. I mean, I get it. I've had I was in the military. So I had like a crazy amount of vaccines,
But like you said, this one ain't working.
And well, it's so.
I'm gonna grab some water. Yeah, some water.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Yeah, I'll take one. Fuck
well, look, so the vaccines. I mean, we have a lot of faith in the way vaccines are supposed to work. I mean, a lot of people wouldn't be alive if that's the case.
Motherfucker.
Now, recently, I lost. Well, I've lost few people that I was friends with, like people that I know have lost people because of either the vaccine and or just COVID by itself. That there were people that I lost, like earlier this year, last year, and I'm like, man, that's messed up because like they were good, decent people,
Thanks.
And there was there've actually been some people who have passed from complications of the vaccine, and I'm like there needs to be something that we can do because if people are able, I mean it's not even the fact that they're dying from it. I mean obviously that sucks. I'm saying it's the fact that like I wear a mask. I mean you've seen me with this. I put it up like this.
But what you do when you not robbing liquor stores and 7-Eleven and shit, like
I don't know. You tell me.
See, this is what your ass. Why your ass trying to get people incriminated and shit? You did the same shit to me on Facebook with that bullshit. You stay trying to get niggas locked up, bro. You stay trying to get niggas locked up. This nigga wildin'. Fuck wrong with this nigga, man? Boosie, man. Talk to these.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
But it's funny you saying this shit because it remind me of this George Carlin joke, and he was talking about like how anal people are about germs and stuff, and he was like, "Do you know before they give you a lethal injection, they swab your arm with the
why?
Like,
Use the same one over and over again."
That nigga George Carlin is a
He's
genius.
funny as hell.
I mean,
fucking genius.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. to a great.
I swear.
I mean, I'm just saying we don't want them to catch anything. They're gonna die. What kind of crap is that?
Oh shit.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm okay. So, I am.
Non-binary.
Stop it, you. I'm not really sure exactly how I feel about the death penalty. Now, the thing is, I know there are some people that need to die.
Oh,
Like they just can't.
Should die.
See, and that's the thing, though. So, what type of pedophile are they?
If you fuck little girls and boys, you should die.
Hold on a second. So there are pedophiles who. Oh, now this is the thing. Now there's a difference between a pedophile and a hebephile. A hebephile is someone who finds people who've gone through puberty attractive. A pedophile is someone who finds children who haven't gone through puberty attractive. And not just attractive, but they, desire to have sex with them. Which I don't get.
Fuck all.
I mean, kids are for, playing.
Being fucking kids.
Playing dress up, running around,
Tea
climbing
parties and
stuff.
shit.
Right.
Anybody who sexually assaults
Attracted
a
to
kid
a fucking kid.
automatic death penalty, no questions asked.
Yeah.
Die.
Now, and when I say,
But in the instance of, let's say, you're a registered sex offender because a chick shows up in a bar with a fake ID.
Now that shit
Yeah.
right there, hey,
Look,
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
in those situations, the person who was part of it, who
let
basically
them in.
lied, they should also get in trouble.
Yes, because
I was in a club once, and this young dude, he was 19, and he was like, "Man, I mean, he like, I just gave the bartender. He was rich white kid. He was doing cocaine and everything. He was like, I just gave the bouncer dude another $100 or $50. He let me in. He was like, I'm only 19, bro. I'm like, I knew I didn't want no pussy that day, because I'm like, what 19-year-old
might be
little
younger.
girl, what little girls
Right.
might be? I'm like, yeah, we need to leave this spot. This ain't the
Right.
spot for me.
right. Can you tell a story that doesn't involve cocaine?
So what was you saying, Vince?
Right.
Like,
So I'm saying, like, so when I say the different types of pedophiles, there are going to be people who actually do find them sexually attractive, which is disturbing to me. That's not even there's them, and then there's going to be pedophiles or sexual.
when you
sex
say they
offenders.
already, you mean like an 18-year-old? Like they've already, like they're legal, but they're barely legal. When you say like
No.
finally accomplished
Well,
puberty
but
type shit.
no. I mean, haven't hit puberty. Like hebophiles, though. Like, I guess what, anywhere like around 13 is when people tend to hit puberty. So if someone hits puberty and I guess they're fully developed, but they're not quote unquote legal, that'd be a hebophile. So like if you like 15, 16, 17.
My daughter like that. She did, because one of my old coworkers, Will, took my daughter and my cousin to go see The Incredibles 2. And my daughter came out and he looked and he was like, "That's why you always got a gun." Like, yeah, nigga.
Right.
I stay strapped for a reason. Like, it should be crazy, bro.
And
Right.
like, so there, but then again, there's going to be people who got caught up. Like your daughter, somebody sees she's attracted to them. I'm not saying her, but I'm saying someone
just a random,
gets attracted to an older guy. He doesn't know. It's like she looked old enough.
Yeah.
I mean, and then all of a sudden you're. I mean, it's like I didn't
Music
want
Soul
this.
Child got a song about that. He like, her body built like she 25 and she was only 17, but he didn't know. And yeah, he got a song about that.
There has been instances where that's happened. I almost got caught up in a situation like that. I was at a restaurant. Girl tried to holler. First of all, I don't even look 35 half the time. So when she goes up to me, she's thinking I'm in my mid-20s. And she was only 16 at the time.
And that's still fucked up.
And she had a brick house body. I'm like, what the fuck? And she's trying to holler at me and said, hold on. Before this conversation gets crazy, how old are you?
19.
And then well, luckily she was honest. Because she said 16. Nigga, I left out the back exit so fucking quick. The damn clerk was telling me to get my drink. I said, fuck that drink. And I bounced.
Right.
I bounced.
So
No.
the thing is, though, somehow, yeah,
Because doing that is an automatic 10 years. And you got to register.
And they're going to beat your ass in jail.
And they going to beat your ass in jail. Like, seriously. Like, come on. You know it's bad when niggas in jail got principles. You know it's bad when niggas in jail got principles. Because a nigga in jail will beat your ass if you a rapist, if you rape children, or you kill your mama.
Or if you're a rapist, period, you can't touch no woman.
If you a
they gonna
rapist,
beat your
period,
ass.
or if you kill your mother, you gonna get fucked up in prison. Because there's a lot of niggas in prisons that wish they seen their mama. Like, or don't have a mama. So I'm like,
That
you
could have
know
been
it's
my
bad.
daughter you was fucking with. I'm finna beat your ass in here.
Listen,
This is how this shit go.
I have 4 nieces. It's the reason why I'm like you, I'm about to get a weapon.
He was like, "This why you always got a gun, bro." He
Yes.
like, your daughter, how old? I think she's 16 now. The Incredibles 2 came out, what? She probably was like 12, 13 at the time, 14.
Right.
I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. Because like I said, me and my brother, we protect ours. My brother has 2 beautiful daughters. My sister has 2 daughters, and now 2 sons. And I will smoke a nigga. No questions asked. They even remotely look. And there's a few of these motherfuckers out here in this township that's registered, and they got their picture all over town hall. One of them was creeping. At my niece's school 2 days ago at the gas station. Creeper.
I kill you and smile on my mugshot. I ain't gonna lie. What you do? Oh, man, I just killed this nigga trying to fuck on this little girl. Good shit.
Right.
Like, that's all they gonna say in jail.
That's all they gonna say is good shit. Yeah. Like, nah, fuck that. Any person that, I'm sorry, I think any person who smokes a pedophile should get granted immunity.
Yeah, that should be a clemency for that shit.
You should You should be granted immunity for that.
You shouldn't just be randomly smoking motherfuckers. I get what you're saying.
No,
like,
you shouldn't be.
Because if motherfuckers are registered, but they
reform
type shit. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
It's not even that.
You should just be able to smoke.
I'm not even saying that. There's going to be some people who they have the the title of pedophile, but it may not be actual. Like I said, they may actually be a hebephile, which isn't necessarily better because of various things. What I'm saying though is that, for instance, so there's some meme on Facebook talking about how, you know, talking to underage girls, saying how no guy thinks that you're mature, no guy does this. They're only saying that because the women their age know that they're bums and won't go out with them. And what I'm trying to figure out is, like, sociologically, biologically, women like older men. So it's not that they think that they're more mature, they like older men. So why is it that the older women, and I'm pretty sure it's an older woman who said this, I mean, whatever age, whatever, but was doing that, but I'm like, so when you were younger, you were going after older men, most likely. So you knew what you were doing and you knew why you were doing it, but somehow you want to put it on the guy for accepting it. But at what point do you think a guy is going to say no to a young, beautiful woman that wants to have sex with him?
What you mean, like?
Well, I'm saying a young, beautiful woman.
Because I'm gonna keep it 100, bro.
I'm not talking about and right now I'm not talking about pedophiles or hebephiles. What I'm talking about.
You said if I'm 35 and she 22,
yeah,
I'm gone.
Yeah,
fuck that shit. I'm gone.
Yeah.
Now,
and the thing is,
this remind me of a post our boy put up, where he said, only men can love a woman with no money, no house, and no car. Only a man can love a woman and expect nothing in return. Women can't do that. A woman's love comes with conditions. You must have this and that. A man just wants peace. The only thing women love unconditionally is their kids.
But
that's
on some real shit, bro. I'm gonna keep it all the way 100. I done been on Instagram, and you hit the little magnifying glass, and all type of random shit pop up. I click a girl picture, double tap it, like it, and then let me see what the other pictures look like. And I click her page, and it'll be like 16 or 17. On God, I'll take the like back. I'll go back to the picture. Like, you got me fucked up, shorty. Like, I didn't like on God.
It's been a couple times where I double tapped a chick picture. I'm like, oh damn, she look right, and then come to find out she's 17-ish. Oh hell no!
I instantly take my likes back.
Take
bro.
that
like,
shit back. No,
I done had girls follow me and like shit for me, and then I swear to God, it's on my son. I done inboxed them and said, "How old are you?" before I start liking any of your pictures. Like, I don't play that shit, bro. Like, that's not how I rock. But
right,
crazy part is the shit you just said. Me and my cousin, we was she posted some shit. She shared some shit on Facebook today, actually, and it was like, men deal with little girls because they can't handle grown woman pressure. So when people share shit on Facebook, what I do is I like to go to the original post it came from and see just what the fuck the comments was doing. So I went to the original post, and when men was asking the lady who originally posted it, like, what is grown woman pressure? And She was like, I don't feel the need to explain. Da 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 da. 2 different guys asked her. So I went to my cousin page again. I'm like, no disrespect, but the bitch you quoting right now can't even explain what she's talking about. I'm like, so you know what I'm saying? Like, check your source, basically. What I'm saying. Like, this bitch stupid that you quoting or whatever.
No. I mean, we could look. We could take what she says at face value. She meant what she said. She may not understand how to explain it, but let's just say that's the case. Like I said, there are a lot of younger women who like older men. But somehow the older women are getting angry at the fact that the older men are saying yes, as they should.
Right.
That's the whatever. Biologically, that works. Older men have more resources. Younger women are fertile.
Right.
That's a match made in heaven for the most part. Now, the thing is, however,
that's the post. That's what she said. That's the original lady.
And she couldn't explain it?
So, I'm going to let Vince go through this shit. So, these were some of the comments. When asked, she put...
That doesn't even...
Nope, it's too early.
Okay.
It's too early to explain.
What the time? So, when are you going to explain it then?
But you a grown woman.
Right.
Next guy. And he was very nice about how he asked. He asked, what is grown woman pressure? She said, not explaining nothing. It's whatever pressure y'all males want to assume. And his response was simply, I'm just trying to gain some knowledge about it without assuming anything. So I went on my cousin post and I said, no disrespect, but when this bitch was asked herself, she couldn't explain it. Hoes just be talking. So my cousin said, that's because you didn't ask a grown woman. A grown woman pressure is...
What is she bringing it up for if she's not a grown woman? She's just randomly saying stuff.
That's why I said hoes just be talking.
Right. You just talking out the side of your ass.
My cousin like, well, grown woman pressure is pushing a man to his full potential, helping him better himself, building his credit, starting businesses, working, starting a family, creating legacies. Is not folding under pressure. A far younger woman can't give that because she's not even sure what she wants for herself yet. That last sentence threw out everything else she said to me because what the fuck is a far younger woman? If you 32, a 24-year-old is far younger. Now, if she's graduated with a bachelor's or something and she's 2 years into her career, how the fuck she don't know what she want?
Right.
Because I can look at grown woman pressure is you want me to raise your kids. That's not mine.
Nope.
Because a far younger woman probably don't have children yet because she was focused on getting her degree. So if I don't want to play stepdaddy, is that me not wanting grown woman pressure?
Right.
So like that's the shit I be saying. Like females just be talking, bro.
Yeah,
Women need to learn to be seen and not heard.
And then not only that, but the way that she talked about it, it's like whatever you assume. Well, I mean that's stupid.
Because that's what I'm saying. Because I assume it me being a stepdaddy. So now what?
I mean, I don't know.
She wouldn't even explain it, bro. And like I said, the dude said, I just don't want to assume anything. He asked nicely, bro.
He asked very nicely.
And this bitch gonna say, well, told the first guy it's too early to explain. And then the second guy.
What does time have to do with it?
Exactly.
So you're saying you have a specific time that you're going to tell us? Or are you saying that you're not going to tell us and you're just using time as an excuse?
And that's why I told my cousin, like, that's why I say check your source. That's why I'm like, that's why when people share stuff, I always go to the comments of the original post to see, like, what was the hype about? Why did it get so many shares? Right. And that's why I'm like, even this bitch can't explain what she was trying to say. So why the fuck would you quote this idiot?
Right.
You know, I asked somebody on Facebook that once. It's like, well, what are you talking about? Well, I'm not going to tell. No, she said something about we need to get together and do this and that and so on. It's like, okay, that's fine. That's fair. That's fair. So what is it? What's this thing that you're talking about that we need to learn about? Well, I'm getting sick and tired of mentioning it. So what is it? I want to know. You never mentioned it to me. Well, I've mentioned it to a bunch of other people. Well, who are those people? Let me ask them. Like, what would you tell them? I'm saying, like, if you're not willing to look, if you're gonna keep it, I told her this: what happens in vagueness stays in vagueness.
I like that.
Because I'm saying, like, if you don't even know how to describe what you're talking about, how am I supposed to understand what you're talking about when you can't even Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't understand.
I always say that about people who contradict themselves. I say if you contradict yourself, just stop talking. I'm gonna let you you don't have no right to talk after that because now you've admitted that the shit you just said prior was stupid.
I mean, like I said, but when I was saying before, like, if everyone's beautiful, everybody's ugly.
Exactly.
And one of the things I never really understood, you're going to have someone who isn't attractive, and hey, that's a physical characteristic. When I like someone, it may not have to do all with how they look. Mm-hmm. I mean, if I actually enjoy the character of the person, I'm going to, I like spending time with them. That's all that matters to me. Now
Right.
the thing is, when they say, oh man, you're so beautiful. It's like, not everybody who's on Facebook is beautiful. Also, not everybody on Facebook is ugly either. There's a lot of people who are just average. If you know anything about the bell curve, there's going to be a bunch of average people, which, strangely enough, average can be quite attractive. I mean, it doesn't seem like it, but it's like average means that you have, to a certain extent, you pretty much look like a bunch of other people. I don't know how that goes, but like, I'm saying, but then you're going to have the people on the extremes who are either going to be, who are going to be extremely ugly or extremely beautiful. It's going to happen on either side. And I'm just trying to, I don't know. Like, if you understand that it's a physical characteristic, mm-hmm. you can change that by wearing makeup, changing your hair. I'm talking about females, women. Mm-hmm. They change their hair, change their clothes, makeup. If they want to go, all the way out, they wind up having plastic surgery and whatnot. Mm-hmm. And the thing is, the reason why they do that is so that they can actually look way more attractive than they are. Men, on the other hand, don't have that. But then again, at the same time, that's not what we are wanted for. Like, we don't have to be pretty to be wanted. For the most part, the more masculine looking. Whatever. But I'm saying, like, women are wanted for their attractiveness. Men, for the most part, various other things, but attractiveness. And right. Men are wanted for their resources. Mm-hmm. So women are wanted for how they look for the most part. There are other things too, but I'm saying, like, a lot is about how they look. And it's not everything, But one of the things that tends to happen, if you were to ask a guy, what do you want in a woman, they're going to start describing them, what they look like. Physical attributes. Whereas women, they're going to ask for different things like spending quality time potentially, or certain personality traits.
Oh, women have the most unrealistic goals set for men. It's like they want you to spend all their time with them, take care of them, but they don't want you to work.
But you have to work in order to be able to provide those things.
But I don't think they get that part. Just like when they went on this whole crusade about men who work a 9 to 5 are trash, but they want the drug dealers and shit. Wait a minute. So you mean to tell me you willing to deal with a man who's willing to not only risk his freedom, but yours as well?
And possibly both of you die.
And both of you may get smoked for a man who just gets up in the morning, clocks in, clocks out, and doesn't engage in all that bullshit? That's what you're telling me. Like,
well, not right now. They're going to wait until they're less attractive when
they hit the wall.
Well, wait, but the thing is, when the men that they were attracted to are no longer attracted to them, that's when they're going to go out with the guy who has the 9 to 5 job.
Right.
And the thing is, they're not going to notice it at first because they're going to be hot. It's like, oh man, look at me. Oh, I like that guy. He's hot. However it goes. Go after him. He's going to, but the thing is, the type of guy that you're attracted to tends not to be the loyal type.
Right.
So you're going to go out with the guy. You're going to You're going to go out with the guy. The guy is going to have sex with you and then leave, also known as hit it and quit it. And I'm just saying. And you're going to be pissed off and you're going to say all men are trash. And the thing is, no. All the men that you're attracted to are trash. Like, you are attracted to trash. So when you say all men are trash, you're just letting us know that you're attracted to trash.
It's funny you said that because I seen another post a couple days ago on Facebook. A girl was like, I hate when people say you are what you attract because I ain't no goddamn felon.
Right.
I died. I ain't gonna lie. That shit was
That
funny
was
to
funny
me.
as hell.
That shit was funny to me.
That was funny as hell.
No, but I'm just, I mean, I don't know. I'm like, if you, most people in general, men and women, don't know how to plan for the future.
Facts.
So one of the concepts that I found out about when I was younger was the difference between hard style martial arts and soft style martial arts. One of the things that tends to happen is that when people are younger, they especially if they have a lot of testosterone, they would tend to go into harder styles of martial arts. And when they get younger, because their joints aren't able to keep up with it, they have to go into softer styles. So my thought was just go straight into a softer style. And then you'll have all that extra time that you'd practice. You know, because the thing is, eventually your body wouldn't be able to, keep up. I'm saying, you know,
Right.
eventually. But if you're doing a softer style of martial arts, you wouldn't be using a lot of like direct muscle. You'd be using more. Functional movement. I mean, there may be some strikes, but instead of using a punch, you're going to be using. I'm assuming. I mean, because I don't think I haven't done any soft style martial. Well, Wing Chun, but that's not really. It's kind of
Wing Chun.
It's not really. Anyway, but it's like if you start off doing the thing that you're going to wind up doing anyway, you'll be that much better. If women would go after the quote unquote nice guy, then they would be a lot happier. Now, the thing is, some people are saying, well, you know, I don't want to go out with a nice guy because he's boring. Well, he's not there to entertain you. Okay?
Right.
I mean, you're boring. Most of the people who say that another person is boring is probably boring themselves.
Facts.
Because the thing is, if you actually brought more entertainment or whatever, you wouldn't be bored anyway. I'm never bored. I mean, well, okay, I'm sometimes bored, but like, but I'm just saying, like, I mean, for the most part, I'm like always interested in whatever's around.
Right.
So it's difficult for me to get bored. I mean, I can get bored, but it's, you know, it takes a lot of effort.
Right.
You know?
It happens.
But I'm just trying to figure out, why is it that if you are... Oh, and also, there are apparently people who pretend to be quote-unquote nice guys who aren't actually nice guys. And because of the fact that... because of the fact that people find out about... Okay, so there are people who are sociopaths or psychopaths who will pretend to be a quote-unquote nice guy.
Like these YouTubers.
They'll pretend to be a nice guy, and then when things don't work out the way that they wanted, they will, stop being a nice guy. Now, when I was younger, and I guess technically even now, I'm pretty much a quote-unquote nice guy. Well, no, I'm an actual nice guy. I mean, whatever. I do my best to be a pleasant person. And I was like, you know, like no one wanted me when it was the other things. I was, you know, I had ADD, ADHD. I was running around everywhere, acting crazy and whatnot. So I get it. People didn't.
Don't feel bad. He had chlamydia twice.
Oh, well, hey, look. So you tried it the first time. You liked it. You thought you'd try it again.
Telling people the truth, bro.
I've never had chlamydia at all.
The truth, man.
Damn.
Stop, Calico. Stop lying. All right. What's your cash out?
Oh my goodness.
It's a lying ass.
That's horrible. No, I'm you know, it's.
I'm glad in my other podcast I brought that up, that you always saying that shit. Who the fuck has chlamydia twice?
You apparently.
Damn.
I've never had it.
You never had it more than twice, or
Right.
I've never had it, period. No. I don't even know a bitch named chlamydia.
Hudson Hawk. So there was no, seriously, there was a lady in the movie. She was a spy or something, and I think her code name was Chlamydia.
Oh, wow.
Anyway, so I'm just saying, like, I guess not many people are that smart, though. I mean, if people were smarter, they'd understand that if someone treats you well, you probably would want to at least give them a try. But the interesting thing about it, though, is when they say that they don't want a nice, or better yet, when they say that they think that, hold on. They say that nice guys think that if they're nice to someone, that, or women, that they should have sex with them. And it's not so much that they think that's the case. I don't think that's the case.
women think anybody being nice to them is trying to fuck them. You can walk past a random female and just say hi, and just be speaking because they're in your general area, and they'll swear you trying to talk to them.
And that's nowhere near the case.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nowhere near it. And that shit bothers me to no end. Like, why do you, like, I'm just saying hi. I'm being polite. I don't want to fuck you. Like, if I wanted to fuck you, I would have took a whole new different approach.
Right.
Like, don't take my hi as in me trying to shove penis in you.
Shove.
Yes, shove.
That sounds kind of.
Hey, I don't know what these bitches want these days. I just know a lot of them like it rough. So,
Gotta
who
choke them
knows?
out, punch them a little bit. That's
Yeah.
horrible. Don't do that.
Rock bottom on once or twice.
Damn.
I feel like that's unfair to do that to a woman. I feel like you should have sex with her the right way, and then like,
And that's raw.
and then like, if she end up pregnant or something, then like a little push down the stairs or something would be.
What?
Boosie.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
He said just a light shove. Fuck out of here. This nigga ain't shit. You ain't shit. This nigga ain't shit. This motherfucker said a light shove.
But officer, I was giving her a massage to the top of the stairs.
He said, I swear to God. I swear to God, she fell on her own.
Oh my God. So they were saying how nice guys think that if they're nice to women, they'll have sex with them. But the corollary of that is, so you're saying that you wouldn't have sex with a nice guy who treated you well and was nice to you, but the opposite would more than likely get you to have sex with them. I'm saying that's what they're implying.
That's women logic.
I mean,
Yes.
How dare you pretend to be nice?
well, no, it's not even about
To
pretending.
try.
No, I'm not even talking about the pretending guys. I'm talking about people who are actually genuinely nice people. And so this is the thing. So if a guy is nice, a quote unquote nice guy, but that's just how he is. He's going to treat a girl well and so on and so forth. You know, whatever. And he's not going to wind up being able to get with the girl because she's not interested, because he's, you know, essentially, and I've said this before, women use they use sex to get love, and men use love to get sex. That's the nature of the way it works. And the love would be also part of friendships. So when women quote unquote put men in the friend zone,
It's because they got the love first.
yes, and there's no reason for the sex. And the thing is, on the other hand, with men, they will have sex with a woman and don't want to have a relationship with them. But the thing is, the woman will stay in the relationship, the quote unquote relationship that isn't there.
Until the love come.
Right.
Waiting for the love to come,
Right.
rather.
And the thing is, somehow, men who treat women well and incels who feel bad because of it, they're like villainized on the internet and in the media and whatnot. But women who are basically being used for sex, it's the same thing. The only difference is, because the thing is, but you get what I'm saying.
Right.
The thing
I
is,
get what you're saying. I get what
because
you're saying.
because
I get what you're
if
saying.
men use love to get sex, so the guy, the quote unquote nice guy, is using his love to get sex, but she doesn't want it because she already has the love. She uses sex to get love. You're already giving me the love. I don't have to give you sex. The guy, you're already giving me sex. I don't need to give you love. They're the same thing on the other end.
But the man version of this is just an asshole. Or,
Right. But
Don't get
if
no
a
pussy.
woman does it, camera plugged in.
You said, oh shit.
Just letting you know.
I don't even give a fuck anymore.
Yeah.
This should be an audio episode.
Yeah, it's fine. Well,
This
you get
should be
something.
audio.
We gonna, cause I still want some of this shit to be on YouTube as long as, yeah. And then just put the link to the audio